YouTuber formerly known as MasterBoris 866, the Omega, the Symbol, the Performer. Welcome to the channel. So, we got some new Tekken 8 gameplay overview. Spaghetti Rip was one of the players that was invited to the Bandai Namco office in France. So, he is going to give you a little insight on what's going on with the game, Tekken 8. New gameplay here. Let's see what he's talking about.
Ladies and lads, Bag here. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks to Bandai Namco, I was invited to the Bandai Namco EU headquarters in Lyon, France, and got to play Tekken 8 early. The game felt amazing, and after playing the game and talking to the developers, it's clear that they've made changes to the game to make it more.
Here we go again.
There's a lot to go over for this system overview, so let's get straight into it. Ladies and lads, Tekken 8 system overview.
Alright.
So first up, let's go over the general system changes for Tekken 8. Number 1, running tackles no longer exist.
Really?
I suppose that was a change made to prevent people getting an advantage by being too far away. Because in Tekken 7, if you're far away enough from your opponent and you run in, you do.
That's crazy. They took away running tackles.
Power crush as well.
That's been in the game since inception. The first game?
Before Tekken 7, it was actually unblockable. But now, if you were to run in on your opponent...
that's not good news, guys.
Number 2. Forward into hold forward actually makes the character run now. Now, this was a little bit weird for me to get
really
first, but it makes it much easier to approach and do running moves. But don't worry, it doesn't make it possible to do instant running. I think this was just a change to allow people who are new to the game to perhaps...
So if I do forward,
easier,
it'll automatically run wherever's...
Number 3,
wow.
wall bounces no longer exist in Tekken. Now this is from what we saw.
Yeah, bump wall bounces. I don't even like it in 7.
Now wall bounce was...
I remember I played it a little bit and like that. I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
Everybody got one, but I don't think they exist anymore in Tekken. Next up, we've got a big one.
I ain't care for wall bounces.
No longer knock you
Get
down,
up kicks no longer knocks down.
This is a huge change made to prevent players being scared to approach the opponent.
Not even on counter hit.
Be more aggressive. I'm personally happy
wow.
because I got hit by these a lot, so you're not going to be knocked down anymore. Not going to be by running into a...
Turn up a little bit.
Ladies and lads, the next one is a massive change, maybe even the biggest. Magic Force.
Yeah, I was told this. Like I said in my Link Shout You reaction, I was told Magic 4 doesn't no longer launches. Not even on counter hit.
In order to get a Magic 4 counter hit launch, you now have to...
I don't know how I'm gonna deal with these changes, man. I mean,
at risk of getting ducked and launched. So there's now more risk.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. Some people
he said the same thing. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, look, we even though this game is still in alpha stages, not to cut you off, Spaghetti Rip. I will say from here on out, from what's going on today till the game actually comes out, I don't see any of them changing it. I think this is set in stone. What he's explaining here, I think it's set in stone. They're not changing nothing. They might tweak it a little bit, but other than that, the system changes, like the meta of this game. Like you have to come into this game, Tekken 8, with a different mindset. You cannot play this like Tekken 7. Because it's a lot of stuff that's
scared of getting hit
no longer in this game that used to be in the previous Tekken games.
You can be more aggressive and you won't get hit too badly.
Aggression!
Now this one is going to shock you. It might actually make you laugh as well. Because it made me laugh. Right, here we go. Rage arts are now minus 13. Yes, you heard it correctly.
And not launch punishable.
Rage arts are no longer launch punishable. Now, this is from what we've tested with some of the characters, and I don't think this is going to remain the way it is. But definitely,
Harada, what are you doing?
No mistakes. The rage arts were not launch punishable when we played the game. So, I wonder if that is again a change they've decided to make to prevent players from being scared to throw it out. I think they want players to throw it out and not be...
I mean, Tekken 7, a lot of people throw Rage Art out.
Still do a lot of damage.
On Wake Up.
Yeah, they're not going to be punished too heavily now. The next change is a small one, but it's still quite significant. Spring kicks no longer knock you down on hit. And I think this makes sense now, given the other changes, because...
Wow!
They nerfed get-up kicks. So they're nerfing spring kick as well. They really want
a freaking universal move that's been in the game since Tekken 1.
Without being scared to get hit.
No longer knocks down.
The next change is something we anticipated. Low parries no longer give combo extenders like Tailspin unless you use the Heat Burst. Now this makes it so much less risky to use lows, because in Tekken 7, even using a relatively safe low, or even a safe one, can lead to 50% of...
Ain't no way. There's no way. Are you freaking serious? You serious, right? Spaghetti Rip. April Fools ain't even here yet. Are you serious? You can't be serious. I want to hear it again. What did you just say?
Being scared to get hit by get-up.
Let's hear that one more time.
The next change is something we anticipated. Low parries no longer give combo extenders like Tailspin unless you use the Heat Burst. Now this makes it so much less risky to use lows, because in Tekken 7, even using a relatively safe low, or even a safe one, can lead to 50% of your health being gone. So this is
I mean, we're gonna do that anyway.
Now this one you guys
all the stuff in the game, but
now exists in
and I don't agree with this either. The chip damage, you know.
Now one thing you might not have known.
I mean, I remember playing in the arcade Tekken 2. They had chip damage enabled. I do remember that. Playing Tekken 2 in the arcade, where because they want more people to like get their turn of playing it in the arcades. Someone enabled it in the arcade cabinet of Tekken 2. So I do remember that. So that's pretty much, I think it was in Tekken 3 as well. But it wasn't the standard. Now they're making it a standard. But I don't like it. I don't like the chip damage. I don't agree with it.
That chip damage
but,
is much,
you know, you gain health, white health back as you attacking.
You cannot actually die from chip damage. So there you have it. Here are the changes from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 that I was able to identify from playing the game. Now I didn't go over heat system because we're going to be talking about that later in a separate part of the video.
I mean, Harada pretty much explained it.
Let's go over the things that still exist
in the first video they showed it.
Between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. So number one, flip over Oki still exists.
Okay.
So moves like Asuka or jumps forward 2 will still flip you over when you're on the ground and force you into a
okay, Oki's.
Now I'm sure you'll be pleased.
You're gonna have to with Oki's is like okay, you're gonna have to make sure it's tight, because it seems like to me in this game where Okizames are like easier to not get Oki'd on, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see. Throws feel the same as Tekken 7.
Generic grabs with 1 or 2, and the throw break window felt really similar to Tekken 7. Overall, it felt pretty easy to break grabs. Now I know if I don't mention this, I'm gonna get a million dislikes on this video, so I might as well mention it right now.
What is it?
Lads, the movement feels very similar to Tekken 7.
Okay, I mean,
like honestly, it felt very fluid, and it might be either the same as Tekken 7 or even better. I noticed that some characters still had different backdashes, but in general, the movement felt good. And I think that if you want to know if it is actually better than Tekken 7, we'll have to wait and do some framework. See how the backdash is and see how the sidestep is and everything. But in general, it feels really good.
Okay.
Next up, combo extenders are still a thing. Now Tekken 7...
Yeah, all the trails we saw
had forward momentum and was called the tailspin. In Tekken 8, The combo extenders have an upwards motion and feels more like a tail flip.
Tail flip,
Moves
huh?
launch you upwards and allow you to connect moves a lot easier. Because of the upwards momentum of the tail flip, it means that you get less wall carry, but it's a lot easier for you to connect your combo ender because you don't have to dash in as far. And as you can see in this example,
Hey, they nerfed
Jack's even able
Paul's
to do a
Phoenix
dash
Smash.
into up 1+2 to get a wall splat. A unique thing about this tail flip though.
What type of move was that Nina just did?
Similar to Tekken 6 bound.
What did you just do, Nina? What is that? Oh, oh my
As
God.
you can see here in this example, the Nina string
Bruh.
flips up the opponent and almost re-wall splats. In another example,
This game is gonna be
you will get a wall
ridiculous.
splat and use down to 3
This game is gonna be
to get
ridiculous.
another higher wall splat. However, this does count as an extra wall hit, so getting the 4-3 into DSS.
I can't believe what I'm looking at.
Actually didn't work here as
I can't believe what I'm looking at.
So in Tekken 6 you have the bound, which gave you downwards momentum. In Tekken 7 you have the tail spin, which gave you forward momentum.
Right.
And now in Tekken 8 you have the tail flip, which gives you upward momentum. Finally, the power crushes are still in the game.
Yeah.
Now, have been described as being a very good answer to dealing with heat pressure.
I don't know why my quality went down.
In the example in the video. We still don't know what the properties of these.
I will be watching these gameplay
activate and all the kind of
videos here.
They are still in the game and they do have a lot of utility. So be ready to learn what your character's power crushes are because I think they're going to be important. So there you go. That's more or less all the similarities between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 as far as systems.
Okay, you know.
Now,
not too bad, but
the heat system.
Here we go.
This
is the full course meal right here. This is what that's what they want you to play with.
I'm going to be talking about two main subjects here to break this down. Number one, how to enter heat, and number two, heat energy.
You can do it at the start of the match.
Are heat engager and heat burst. Starting with heat engagers. Heat engagers are special moves which automatically puts the player into heat and runs at the opponent to get a significant advantage. Each character is said to have
this part right here,
as you can see,
this heat engager stuff, this cinematic slowdown, the ooh and running, that's gonna get old really quick. That's gonna get old really quick. It kind of reminds me of Guilty Gear Strive, the glass shatter. Like, it's cool, like the first 10 times, but if you see it over and over and over again, it get like 30 times. It gets old.
Can be very
it's that it just
heat can be a great way to start.
In a way, it kind of ruined the pace for me.
Can also be used to extend combos. An important detail about
you know what I'm saying?
Is that they're only gonna put you into heat if
and they talking about aggression. You know, I get it, but
the other way you can
it just
into heat. Heat burst is a Tekken 6 battle.
It's like it ruined the pace for me.
Into heat at a slight advantage.
You know, I'm at high speed, and then this heat engager comes in, or this heat burst comes in, and then two,
you can use both.
You can react to it if you're looking for it. All this slowdown.
Now, when it comes to heat energy, you want to keep two things in mind: heat dash and heat smash.
Okay.
Let's talk about heat energy now. As you can see in the corner of the heat bar, you have two chains that look like the number 8. That's heat energy and allows you to perform additional functions such as heat dash and heat smash. When you're in heat, you can choose to use heat dash, which is where the character dashes forward after using one of the heat engager moves.
And he's probably plus on block after that.
Or extend combos, and even turn engager moves into launchers. Heat dashes deplete 1 heat energy each usage. Heat smash, on the other hand, is a special attack which takes all of your heat meter and energy. Entering heat with heat engager gives plus 2 heat energy, and entering with heat burst gives plus 1 heat energy.
Yeah.
Heat lasts.
Alright, I already explained that, but I thank you for breaking this down For people that didn't
And
understand it the first
about
time.
Heat also is that when you have heat and you attack, you will be gaining back your chip damage on block and on hit.
Aggression!
That there are chains around the character avatar.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The chains around
Heat is a big
character
part
portrait.
of Tekken 8. It's going to be so significant.
The life bars, I said this on Twitter.
So get used to it and get ready to make some sick
the life bars look similar to Fighting Lair. And Arika is also working on this game, pretty much the netcode. So yeah, I have faith that the netcode is going to be good in this game. For those that played Fighting EX Layer, that is, y'all should know.
Is this special style, which Bandai Namco
Like the netcode is pretty solid, and they've been updating it, and they know people ain't playing it like that.
222.
That's dedication.
4,
and now they got something to work with. Now they're working on this game.
At any medium to high level, but for people new to learning,
now we got the one button combos. Hey, Mugen Lord, if you watch it, hey, ain't no excuse now. Ain't no excuse. You can do Electro Wing God Fist. Now look what you can do with the special tight buttons.
For this video, I hope you
ain't no excuses now.
As much as I am. If this video was helpful, please drop a like and a sub.
Yes, this was very helpful, Spaghetti Rip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You put chicken nuggets with some hot sauce and combos on this video. So now we're going to go... Where we're going to go to? We're going to go to also... the main man Sui. I'm not gonna react to all of it, but I just want to know what he thinks about the game. Which he's a very credible source because he is a high level Kazuya player. So let me see. Hold on for a second.
What's up, guys? Main man Sui here. Hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and me, I'm doing super.
Wait, that's the versus screen? That's the versus screen? I ain't feeling that. No. That look like some Persona 5 Mementos type colors on the. Come on, man. This is a downgrade compared to Tekken 7. I can understand the simplicity, but nah, it look dry. I hope this isn't final. We get Tekken 8 final bloodline version or something, whatever they're gonna call it. I know it's gonna be like DR or BR. It's always with an R, the other edition of another Tekken, but hey.
Right. It's no joke, obviously, what you see behind me there. That's not an optical illusion. And the title of this video, it's not an optical illusion. I'm lucky enough, I got to play Tekken 8 for real. And I got 8.5 hours. With
they got their old, like, short intros.
Hours felt like 5 minutes.
Like in the previous Tekken games.
Lucky, I'm so happy. And how did this happen?
Wait, what happened to Jack 8's health? Hold on, man, hold on. I'm not even listening to what you're saying right now. I'm looking at Jack 8's Kool-Aid. All his Kool-Aid is gone. What is this? Like, I blinked and then his health is gone.
The same alpha test was present in France just a few days ago in Lyon at the Bandai Namco offices there.
Let me see how much damage is going to... Whoa, that took a decent amount of damage. They want to...
invited, but also a lucky few content creators, and I was one of them. So being a YouTuber is not always a curse. It makes me drop my combos, but it also got me to play Tekken 8. Yeah.
Well, and you deserve it. And there's a lot of people that's been grinding on Tekken 7, you know, going to tournaments and showing dedication. Should be trying out, you know, Tekken 8 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a few. Fighting GM, Little Majin, Shin Blade, Poke Chop. Let's see, Footwork. shout outs to them because you have the patience to tolerate Tekken 7 online and show dedication to the game. Whereas I just stopped. I just stopped playing it altogether for the past 2 years. I think since Lydia came out. Now I did try to I did try to play it last week, and I'm out of practice, but I ain't no slouch either. But I'll like dust the rust off of what I have right now. You know, I am rusty, and to prepare for Tekken 8, I guess. But anyway.
But it's such an honor. It's such a privilege. It was so much fun, and Harada was there. Michael.
And I'm just glad that there's guys like him, and I've been watching his videos for quite some time. They picking people that know that's about this Tekken life, that knows how to play the game, and will probably give their constructive criticisms of playing the new game. Hopefully, as I'm watching this video, instead of people that just they pick those type of content creators that don't know about the game, don't know about fighting games at all, they don't know what they're talking about, and they pick them just because they got 1 million followers. So I'm glad that Tekken players are getting the respect they deserve, because without the customers and without the competitive scene, y'all wouldn't be making noise. And the casual market as well. We can't leave them out.
I ever met Murray, and he was super nice. I got to ask him a ton of questions. I'm going to talk more about that in the future. And everyone at
it looks good. I mean, I know it's not in like
Arsenal. He was there. Haven't met him since 2015, and he's still
in the full quality.
It was just such a pleasure.
But it still looks good.
So in this video, I'm just going to share my experience with you guys and talk a little bit about the game. But I just want to start by saying that Tekken 8 is absolutely incredible. You've seen the trailers, like it legit makes Tekken 7, its predecessor, look like a ultra-dated PlayStation 3 game. So I just want to say that IRL,
Tekken 7 does look outdated.
Even on a monitor, the game
and I was playing it on PC in high settings,
so
ultra settings.
Legit. The way it looks like right
I
now,
know this is gonna
be
look
the best game
incredible on PC. This game here, graphic-wise, I know this is gonna look incredible on PC.
300% in the Tekken series, but it was so fun to play, so dynamic, to the point of when I left that event, after those 8.5 hours, I just checked my phone, and someone YouTube had recommended me a combo video of Tekken 7, and I click on it, and I'm like, it's just insane how uninteresting Tekken 7 is to look at.
You're right.
So yeah, I just want to stress to everyone.
And I just started back, playing it last week.
And the game is just
crazy in the hood.
Super good. And you gotta remember that this is just an alpha, right?
It just don't look right to me. Like, Unreal Engine graphics, it aged like milk. I'm telling you. Hopefully this game doesn't age like milk as time goes on.
Tekken veteran and arguably the biggest Tekken nerd on planet Earth. I was blown away by it. So I just want to say that first impressions are really, really positive. And now I'm going to go into like a more detailed breakdown of everything I observed.
Okay.
But so yeah, I want to talk about the heat mechanic, which is the signature new big gameplay feature, right, of Tekken 8. And mostly I'm super positive about it, and I'm going to get into why. But there is a drawback to it with the heat engager. This one I'm a little bit like mixed bag on, but overall the heat mechanic is really cool and really makes Tekken 8 stand out compared to prior Tekken games.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to talk about the heat mechanic last, because that's where I actually have a slight negative on this game. It's like 99 positive for me, Tekken 8, and 1% negative.
Really?
So I'm going to save the heat mechanic for last. But first, again, I just want to stress, graphics are amazing. The movement is still
Loading
there.
times
It
ain't that
feels
bad.
just as good as Tekken 7 to me. There were juicy.
You know, coming
side
from the
steps.
versus screen.
The backdash
Loading
felt
times
the
is-
same. This is where Arsenal team was like, oh my god, no, the backdash is really bad. But I was like, but Arsenal team, that's because your backdash is pathetic. You don't know how to backdash. And I was backdashing nicely with Kazuya, so I didn't feel this at all. But Spag also said he felt with King there was a noticeable difference. It felt a bit more sluggish. And honestly, nerfing the backdash would fit into their new mantra with Tekken 8, which is aggression, right? They want to push aggressive gameplay. So maybe you would nerf a backdash. But again, I have to stress...
Pretty
I
sure
don't
they're
feel a
going to
difference
nerf
with
the
Kazuya.
movement
So
again.
we're going to have to wait and see on this one. More people are going to try it at EVO Japan. So yeah, I only had 8.5 hours. I don't want to say anything definitive, but to me, it felt like Tekken 7 movement. I'm happy to say. The new bound, so this is the backflip bound, which Paul does with back 1-2, or Kazuya, you know, down for 1, second hit of twin pistons. That's down for 1, hold down forward, press 2. The new bound is extremely generous. It's the most generous bound I've ever seen in a Tekken game. It backflips them with a spin, so like a gymnast, backflip 360, and it throws them very high vertically, and they come down
it looks
to their feet, like where
you have more time to do your combo after that tail flip, whatever this new bound is called.
To the point where you just do bigger combos than you did in previous games. And that might sound scary, right? Because Tekken doesn't need bigger combos, in my opinion.
No, it don't.
But this is how they fixed it
I agree.
in 2 ways. They made stages bigger, so the wall is less of a presence, right? Especially Colosseum. Like, it's more rare to get someone to the wall. But also, noticeably, they actually nerfed all of the post-bound free-hit, you know, wall enders, wall travel. You know how Tekken 7 Season 3 gave everyone a post-bound string, you know, like thing ways down for 4, 2, 1 plus 2, Zen back free, Zen 1 free, but double backflips the opponent, throws them super high, guarantees a wall splat, you can run in from like 20 miles away and do your biggest wall combo. That seems to be gone in Tekken 8.
I see.
All of those strings keep the opponent very close to the ground. So they just hit the wall and then fall down immediately.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it right there. But yeah, we're gonna get into the gameplay. We're gonna get into the gameplay for sure. But yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I do a variety of videos. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.